Employers and employees work together every day to meet the needs of their customers. In many sectors of the economy, employees are members of trade unions which represent their interests in the workplace, while employers belong to industry bodies. Trade unions and industry bodies may form bargaining councils to mediate on labor disputes and collective bargaining agreements, and to advise on labor policies and laws. A panelist works in the Dispute Resolution Center of a bargaining council and facilitates the resolution of disputes between employers and employees of a particular sector. An example of a dispute is if a person believes that he has been unfairly dismissed by a company owner. This process starts with conciliation. This is when the panelists meet informally with the parties involved and endeavor to settle the dispute by reaching a mutually acceptable agreement within 30 days. During conciliation, panelists give everyone a chance to speak and explain their points of view. Interpreters may be needed if one or more parties cannot speak English. Panelists effectively encourage open and honest dialogue between the opposing parties and develop two-way understanding. This is important before a possible solution is put forward for discussion. They are excellent negotiators because they have the ability to see the best outcome of a given dispute and then carefully influence people towards this course of action. They also have the ability to remain neutral and manage stressful environments and conflict between people in an organized and calm way. If the dispute is settled, panelists issue a settlement agreement. Both parties must comply with the details contained in this document. However, if the dispute remains unresolved, the complainant initiates a process of arbitration. Arbitration involves a more formal hearing, and both parties have the right to apply to bring witnesses to testify and be cross-examined. They can also choose to be represented by legal practitioners who apply to be present. After all evidence has been heard, the panelist makes a decision that is legally binding to both parties. Panelists follow strict legal processes and principles. They need to understand legislation well and keep up to date with case laws. Panelists deal with complex problems requiring careful processing of information and mature judgment. They identify the likely causes of events and the consequences and consider the impact of a given decision on the people involved. They have the confidence to make tough decisions if necessary. Panelists deal sensitively with people and are good listeners. At the same time, they keep the main objective in mind and steer all parties towards it. This is a rewarding occupation for someone who enjoys law and helping people find common ground.